All right, so we're going to continue like I am here because this is the exact same amount of information that I'd give you if I was here. I know I'm not here. Some things come up and you just have to deal with it. So here we go. Number one, I'm going to help you do the first column here. You're going to end up having to do the rest by yourselves, okay? And then the goal is to get all this done, and then you're going to end up correcting it with the sub today. And then you're going to give her your scores. There's 35 questions, so you tell her out of 35. So if you got 32, 34, okay. Let's hope for high scores. Solving two-step equations. This is good stuff. You need to know this because this will be in Algebra 1, this will be in Geometry, this will be Algebra 2. So you're going to be doing this from now until your end of your math career and maybe even further. So if you want to get a variable by itself, so we had one step that we did the day before. Those were very easy. Two-step is a little bit more challenging. So I always say, whatever letter you're solving for, that's the letter you want to get by itself, okay? So in this case, I want to get R by itself. So I always say cover up R if you can. Well, in this case, I can cover up R. So I want to get rid of everything else that's on that side of the equation before I start moving on. Okay, well, I see a plus 4. What's the opposite of adding 4? Subtracting 4. So that's what we're going to do. And remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Now, Mr. Kofed had you make like little T-bars. You sure can if you want. You can put a bar in there where the equal sign is. That's perfectly fine. Okay, a positive 4 and a negative 4, those cancel each other out. So I'm still left with R over 10. Haven't done anything with that. Now I have equals 5 minus 4, which is 1. Okay, what's R and 10 doing together? That's dividing. What's the opposite of dividing? Multiplying. It's going to multiply by 10 on both sides. So R equals 10. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next one. 3p minus 2 equals negative 29. Cover up p if you can. Sure can. How do I get rid of minus 2? I need to add 2. So remember, always doing the opposite. So now you have to remember that this is a negative 29 plus 2. So that's a negative 27. So we have 3p equals negative 27. What's 3 doing to p? If it's right next to each other, that means it's multiplying. So you need to divide by 3, divide by 3, p equals negative 9. Okay, we're going to keep moving down that column. Okay, next one. I want to solve for k. I want to try to cover up k. Oh no, I can't cover up k because then I kind of end up covering up this division bar. I can't do that. Well, if I can't get to k, I have to look at what's happening here. Well, this silly dividing by 2 is happening. How do I get rid of it? Well, what's the opposite of dividing by 2? Well, we're going to multiply by 2 on both sides. Well, if I multiply those by 2, those just end up canceling each other out, okay? Now, I have k minus 10 on that side equals whatever negative 7 times 2 is, which is negative 14. Okay, now cover up k. How do I get rid of a minus 10? I add it. Those are gone now. I have k equals negative 4. And it's perfectly fine to use a calculator. Don't forget that. Okay, cover up n if you can. I can in this case because I got to get rid of this stuff first. What's the opposite of a negative 9? A positive 9. So you can either think of that as a negative or a subtraction. That's the same thing. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I'm left with n over 4 equals 2. N is dividing by 4. What's the opposite of dividing? Multiplying. So we're going to multiply by 4 on both sides. Those 4's cancel each other out. I'm left with n equals whatever 2 times 4 is, which is 8. Okay, keep moving down the column. Number 9. Oh no, I can't cover up x again. I got to get rid of this pesky 22. Well, that's dividing by 22. So the opposite of dividing is multiplying. So multiply by 22 on both sides. Those are now gone. So I'm left with a negative 5 plus x equals negative 22. Okay, cover up x. How do I get rid of this negative 5 or this minus 5? I add it. So x equals, what's a negative 22 plus 5? And go ahead and use your calculator if you need to. It's still negative, but you're really subtracting. So 17 or 17? 17, yep. Okay, again, oh no, I can't cover up x because that pesky 2 is on the bottom. Well, let's multiply by 2 to get rid of it. So x plus 9 equals 3 times 2, which is 6. Cover up x, how do I get rid of plus 9? Minus 9. Now I have 6 minus 9. Ah, it's a negative number. Negative 3. That's okay. We know how to deal with negative numbers. Oh no, I can't get to x again. Well, I guess I have to times it by 2. Get rid of those. Now I got a nicer answer, which is 12 on that side. 6 times 2. Cover up x. How do I get rid of this minus 4? Add it. X equals 16. Okay, so your goal is to get all this done. Now remember, this one, it's like a negative 1r here. So you're gonna have to take care of that too. Do this worksheet. You're gonna end up correcting this in class. Then you'll give the scores to the sub, and she's gonna write them down for me. She or he is going to write them down for me. And she'll be walking around while she's correcting it with you guys, saying the answers out loud and making sure that you're not just writing in answers, because we don't want cheaters. So good luck. After you're done with this worksheet, you will get another worksheet that you're going to work on tomorrow when you're at home. Okay. And then you also have a quizzes when you're at home.